What's up, guys? I got Skyrim on the Switch, and I thought we'd play some of it just to kind of check it out, because I know there are people out there curious, how does it look, how does it play? Well, this should at least give you an idea of how it looks and overall frame rate and everything, but I guess a quick spoiler for the video, it looks good, and it runs at a solid 30 frames per second, from what I can tell. And now this is I just got out of the initial kind of beginning where they run you through. It's almost like a kind of dressed up tutorial sort of, and all the Elder Scrolls games do that in the beginning. They kind of run you through some paces. Hey, this is how you use the bow. There's a stealth, all of that. But at this point, you can now go and do whatever you want. So here we can kind of walk through and look and see all the foliage and everything. And it definitely is. After I checked everything out here when I was kind of walking around a minute ago, it definitely appears to be the special edition, much like Digital Foundry and others have confirmed. It is using some of the features that were shown in the PS4 and the Xbox One version last year. And it runs at the same frame rate. And according to a lot of sources, the only things they really pulled back on were like draw distance for foliage, things like that. And then, of course, some lighting effects, things like that. Textures are slightly lower in resolution. But overall, this is like the full version of Skyrim on the Switch, and it's very interesting to see the full special edition version just here on what is essentially the tablet. You know, it's running on a mobile chipset, and it's running on a very small device. I mean, you can see the draw distance here is pretty good. Of course, it goes off into like the foggy mountains and everything. And if you have never played Skyrim, I actually kind of envy you if you've never played it before, because the Switch seems like a great place for it. Let's activate the.
These are the Guardian stones.
Okay, there we go. Added. We're good. If you've never, I want to do warrior. Or do I want to do? I want to do warrior. Is this the? That's a thief stone. I feel like I'm gonna do thief. That's kind of how I'm gonna play through it this time. That's the thing about Skyrim, is you can kind of choose how you want to play through it. I'm gonna go as a kind of a thief archer. That's what everybody likes to be, I know. But I have a lot of fun doing that. Being like the person who kind of snipes people out with the bow when you're kind of hidden. But you can see kind of like the effects in the water here. That was one of the things they added with the special edition. They kind of made the water look a little better too. But you can see the effects very obvious here, especially with that, the water effects and everything. So this is a good-looking version of Skyrim on the Switch. Resolution sits at 900p dynamic when you're docked, 720p dynamic when you're undocked. And most of the time when you look up in the air, they were talking about Digital Foundry, look in the air, it's probably 900p now, and you kind of scale down and it starts to waver in resolution. But it's so far from what I'm seeing, not super obvious as anything that has really dropped heavily. You can see the pop in here, great example. If I back up a little bit, you should see certain things pop in as we walk towards it. Oh, those are wolves. I gotta change to my big hammer. I got a big hammer. Get this hammer out. You just kick that wolf in the face. There we go. Okay. You can kind of see up here, if we walk, you can see things kind of pop in. A lot of times, like I said, it's foliage that pops in off in the distance. But that's about it. It's nothing really super noticeable, I'd say. So overall, like I said, good version. Let's run ahead here. We're gonna keep running ahead here and get to the next town where we'll actually see a bunch of people and see how things work out there. Here we go. We're coming up on the first town here. Again, if you've never played Skyrim before and you kind of saw this and you're like, oh, maybe I'll try it out because it wasn't on, maybe you're a Nintendo person specifically, it wasn't on any of the other Nintendos, it wasn't on the Wii U or anything, so you weren't able to play this, and this might be your first shot at this game. It's a good game. If you missed out 6 years ago when it came out on the 360, PS3, or even PC, I mean, at this point, this game will play on pretty much any PC, so you can also get it on there. Let's talk to Alvor, and that's the other thing about this game. You don't have to follow the main storyline like I'm kind of doing this here. You can do whatever you want. Like, I could have just walked off and done whatever, which is pretty cool. We're gonna power through some of this here. This is all, like, I've played through Skyrim. I played through it like once. I was thinking about going back through it again. See, I never played through it. I've never played through it as a thief. I played through it as just a pretty much a straight up warrior with a sword and shield. I didn't even really use magic when I first beat the game. What I'm gonna do though is, there's the main kind of storyline, I'm going to kind of run ahead here and we'll kind of just wander around a bit rather than just follow the main storyline, and just see if we can come across like a cave or something fun to kind of look around and see what we can come up with here. You also will eventually run into where you are. It looks good. This is a good looking game. I'm sorry. You also run into a point where you come across things like dragons, which is really cool. Like, that's one of the biggest things they added to Skyrim over Oblivion, was that there are dragons that will kind of swoop down and you fight them, and you get big rewards for fighting them and everything, and it's all part of the story. Without going into too much detail, just in case you... Here's our skill tree too, by the way. Just in case you haven't played it, I don't want to get too much detail. The story isn't like particularly amazing or anything, but it's good enough, I'd say. Now, you have combat where you can pretty much pick... Oh, see, I have a big hammer. I just walk around with a big hammer. And when you have combat and skills, so the way the skills work in this game is as you use a skill, it will increase experience and then you'll level up. So, for example, if I want to level up my destruction, I would use spells like Fireball, Ice, and Lightning Bolt. And that will slowly, as I use it in combat, things like that, it will start to increase my destruction. Now, if I go all the way over here, two-handed, for example, that's like I'm using a big Warhammer now. You can see how it's slowly filling up. And then as you do that, you can then decide what you want to go into. For example, two-handed weapons do 20% more damage. I want to fill that up, and then you can walk up to here, and then work up over here. And you go all the way towards the end with their abilities. And that's how it works with pretty much everything. And then as you accumulate a certain amount of points on there, you then level up. I think it's like 10. And then your overall level increases, which of course will increase your health, things like that. So overall, it's definitely a Western RPG. It's not like a JRPG or anything like that. So it's a little different in that regard. But man, I'm gonna be honest. This might be. I know it's an old game. It's like a 6-year-old game. But they did do the special edition last year, and people were freaking out then. I remember we were selling so many copies on the Xbox One and the PS4. So many at the store I worked at. It was crazy. But like, after they did the whole special effects thing, it's a good looking game. This might be, some people are going to regard this as the best looking Switch game right now. So now I found this tower here. It looks like this very small little encampment. And I see some people out front. I'm detected. You also level up your stealth abilities as you use them. So the idea with stealth is you want to be hidden really well. I'm detected again. You want to be hidden, and you can get some really cool surprise shots off with your bow if you are. I don't know if they're going to attack. There's a rabbit. I don't know if they're going to attack me or not. I think they're going to.
That's close enough.
Yeah, they're going to attack me. Let's shoot them with a bow. That was not a headshot, I guess. I don't know. Shoot him. Shoot him again. Yeah, got him. He's kind of far away there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that was a shot right there. I'm running away. So in this case, like I said, I wasn't given a quest to come here or anything. Just kind of walk up and start shooting people, apparently. Oh, that guy's, oh no. That does not look like a good, uh-oh. So I also did a favorite where I got my big iron warhammer here. I'm gonna grab that guy out and just start swinging at him. There we go, got him. He's gonna fall down the mountain, I think. Oh, he got stuck, nice. Let's run up here and just take care of this person who's shooting me with a bow. Let's go get them. And we'll see if there's anything good in this kind of this building. Oh my gosh, I just I just headbutted her like crazy. See, my level progress is getting very close to level 2. I just headbutted her like crazy. So there's a coin person here, and I got 21 gold. There you go. And this is kind of what you end up doing. You end up kind of walking around and finding new things to do. You do get fast travel points eventually, which is cool. I don't think I have much right now in the way of fast travel points. Let's see. Let's see. I have Riverwood I can travel to, I believe. Whiterun. There's my what I'm supposed to be doing, and then here is Morthal up there. And here I am. So I'm kind of walking towards that way. Like I said, I'm kind of taking my time as well. Just kind of wandering through, finding stuff. And you don't really have to do the main quest if you don't want to. There's so many side quests to do. So much stuff to get done in this game. And it's a game that when it came out was worth the $60. And I think the amount of time you could put into this game, because this also has all of the DLC packs, is still worth the money, which is really cool. Let's go up here. So here's Bleak Falls Bear discovered. I really like kind of the snow effects and everything that they added. I think it's a really cool effect that they put in here. Let's push up here a little bit. I know there's people up here. Yeah, I remember that there were quite a few. Oh my gosh, they just come running out of nowhere. Here we go. Hammer. I like the hammer. The hammer's really funny because it takes forever to wind up. But like when you hit them with it, as you get really strong, you end up really hitting them with it. Like they get messed up pretty good. Here we go. Remember I have some health potions too that I got. Boom! I have arrows just sticking out of my head. Can I should be able to take arrows out of my head, just like pop them out and use them. Ooh, there we go. Lockpicks, you definitely want to get lockpicks. I already have bows. Ooh, 14 arrows, nice. You can also do a lot of things like lockpicking, which can affect how you go through the game, because there are points in time where maybe you're not good at lockpicking, so you pass right by stuff, and if you are, you're a thief, you can get some pretty cool stuff. All right, this dude has no shirt on, and it's like snowing out. I shouldn't even have to mess him up. He should be like, there we go, got him. I know he has a lot of arrows, 23 arrows, there we go. Oh, hunting bow, that might have been better what I have. I don't think it is. Let me go up. I only use my bow occasionally. Like I said, I would use it if I thought I could sneak up on people. I would use it. What's over here? Nothing. That's fine. Let's see if we can. Anything else over here that I can do? There we go. Going to the temple. Ooh. Again, this is kind of what you do. See, I've leveled up technically, but I have to go rest somewhere. So I have to find usually either a place. You usually got to find like a bed, and you'll usually sleep. I don't think it happens from waiting. It's been a while since I played Skyrim, but you would then sleep, and then you would level up. So like I said, I've just kind of found this place. There's people just like dead on the ground. All right, more gold. I'm finding a lot of gold, and that's kind of what you do. You adventure around, essentially. Started the golden claw. Oh, okay. Wow, he just came out of nowhere to get after me. There we go. There's another guy over here. Oh, he's so many archers. I'm like fighting so many of these archers, man. Yeah, nice. See, I'm leveling up my two-handed pretty well. More gold, more iron arrows. The nice thing about this whole game, though, one of the things that I really like about Skyrim is that it is save anywhere. So, like, you can save anywhere you want. Oh no, I forgot. Oh man, see, I'm thinking of a different. I actually played Oblivion like a month or two ago, and I'm thinking of Oblivion for some reason with this. You can just level up just by going to it. I forgot they did that. So now my perks can increase one. I'm gonna stick with two-handed because I'm doing pretty well. But I think I'm just gonna put it into here, play it safe, right, and just make my attacks do more damage as I go. So, okay, we're good. We're good. And we'll push up here. I'm also going to... Oh, here we go. Here's a nice little lockpicking thing. So what happens here, you can also use the Joy-Cons, which is kind of cool. You have your lockpick and you have your main part that turns it. And you're trying to find the position where it will start to turn. And then you basically try to... There's a spot... There's a pinpoint spot. Sometimes, if it's novice, it's a wider area of where the exact spot. Here we go. Oh, nope. See, I'm just off that much. So it's over here just a little bit. And you'll break picks if you don't get it right. There we go. So you got to find the right spot in the pick. And I found a helmet, which is cool. And a lot of gold. I'm building up quite a bit of gold. So one of the things I like is it's save anywhere. So you can save anywhere you want. You can also quick save, but you can just go to save, new save. And it's saved. That's it. You'll start right here at this exact spot. So how about now, guys, I jump over to handheld mode for you. You can see how this game plays in handheld mode. I'm going to leave you with that footage, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Just a quick gameplay video so you can check out Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch. Very impressive that's on this little system. I think it's really cool to have an adventure this size, all DLC included. The only thing it's missing, from what I can tell, is the mod support. But thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.